All right, guys, back for another one. I am very excited about today's video on what we're going to be sharing. These are 5 ways, everyday ways that you can implement into your life right now, and it's going to help you with improving your mood, improving your overall health. And these are all, of course, based on science. All right, so I'm super excited to be sharing these tips with you. So put your smile on, and here we go. Okay, so did you know that anxiety disorders are actually the most common mental illness in the United States? It's affecting 40 million adults in the US age 18 and older. That's 18.1% of the population every year. Anxiety disorders are highly treatable, yet only 36.9% of those suffering actually receive treatment. The stats come from the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. And according to the CDC, learning to cope with stress in a healthy way will make you, the people you care about, and those around you become more resilient. The COVID-19 pandemic has fueled increasing rates of anxiety and depression, and roughly 4 out of every 10 adults in the US have reported symptoms of anxiety or depressive disorder, and that is up from 1 in 10 adults who reported the same symptoms from January to June in 2019. So yes, these statistics are staggering, but what can you do right now to help improve your mood and help to cope with stress? Well, we're going to talk about my top 5 everyday ways of what you can do right now to take control of your mood, take control of your health, and take control of your life. So let's get started. First and foremost, take care of your body. Movement matters. Make it fun. You have to have fun. Nobody's going to move if it's not fun. So some ideas for things that are kind of outside the box that you might have not thought about before. Try dancing. Take up like a Zumba class. Try hiking, rock climbing, martial arts, rollerblading, or what my daughter and I like to do together, the trampoline park. Actually, research has shown, I found this out because I was jumping on the trampoline and I was like, why am I breaking such a sweat from jumping on this trampoline? And I looked into it, of course, and found that research actually shows it increases your heart rate actually quickly than normal cardio or like a high intensity interval training. Jumping on a trampoline is great. And also, side note, this is a freebie, it's also great for your immune support. So try something different, try something new. The playground, the monkey bars. I can't keep up with my daughter on the monkey bars, but movement matters. Move your body. Start right now. Start with anything. If you can't think of anything, or if it's too overwhelming or stressful to think about it, just start moving your feet back and forth. Walk in place. Something is better than nothing. And I also want to give a huge shout out to an amazing channel. Sunny Funny Fitness has an awesome channel that you guys definitely have to go check out. Talk about making fitness fun. This girl is on fire and that team is amazing. So definitely go check out their channel. All right. Another key component, hydration. Hydration is super important. You have to hydrate your body. That goes hand in hand with the movement, right? The movement is going to make us sweat. We're going to release a lot of toxins, but then we need to replenish and hydrate. And a good goal or rule of thumb is to aim to consume half of your body weight in ounces of water. And that might seem a little bit overwhelming if you're doing the math right now, like, wait, how much do I weigh? What is my goal? What am I at right now? Your wheels are spinning and you're probably thinking like, I'm so far from where I should be. It's okay. You can form that habit just like you form every other habit that you have right now in your life. And here are some ideas and tips for how you can form that habit. So what I do is try filling up your bottle of water first thing in the morning and try to make it a big bottle so that you're kind of like reaching for the stars and how much you can actually drink. Fill a big bottle, fill it up in the morning, like Jimmy Fallon's doing here. And that's a good start. You filled it up, you have the intention, right? The intention is there. Well, now you got to execute and follow through on it. So some other tips that have worked are maybe setting an alarm clock. This has been shown to be very effective in helping to build the habit. Or there's even apps out there that you can customize that will help you and remind you. I've tried one that had the sound of like running water. And every time I would hear it, I became Pavlov's dogs, and I was conditioned to remember that when I hear the sound of water, then I needed to take a sip of my water. So that's another option as well. And then other things like make it enjoyable. If it's not enjoyable, it's less likely that we're actually going to do it, and then we're never going to form the habit. So maybe add some citrus, some mint, some cucumber, anything, any fruit or citrus or anything in there that will spruce it up enough for you to actually want to drink it, enjoy drinking it, and be able to form the habit. So hydration is a key component here when we're talking about our overall health and our mood. And then that brings us to, well, what does movement and hydration help out with? Well, that also helps out with our mindset. Maintaining a gratitude journal makes it easy to get in the habit of focus on the positive in your life while reaping the benefits of journaling. So that's one technique you can use for mindset, and there's several others. Positive self-talk has been found to increase wellness and self-esteem while decreasing depressive symptoms and self-defeating behavior. Having a meditation ritual can be a powerful addition to your routine with benefits including better focus, better concentration, improved self-awareness, self-esteem, and even lowers stress and anxiety. Journaling, it can be so easy to get caught up, especially in the world we're living in right now and the stresses of our everyday lives, that actively thinking about things that are going good or that are good in our life is not coming naturally to us. So developing this habit of journaling, putting pen to paper, and really writing out what we're thankful for, even if it's on a minuscule, minute level. When my daughter and I journal, we journal about, being thankful for the food on our table and the water that we get to drink that's clean. I mean, really dialing it back to the basics can really help us to reframe and think about what we're grateful for in our life. Developing an attitude of gratitude toward the people, things, and events in our life can be an effective way to reduce stress. And that brings us to the next pillar, nutrition. Over the past decade, the gut microbiota, big word, has emerged as a key component in regulating brain processes and behavior. You are what you eat. Have you ever heard the phrase, the gut-brain connection? It's been going around a lot. Have you ever thought to yourself, what the heck is that? Well, basically, it means the brain has a direct impact on the stomach and intestines. For example, the very thought of eating can release the stomach's juices before food even gets there. And the other way around, a troubled intestine can send signals to the brain, just as a troubled brain can send signals to the gut. Therefore, a person's stomach or intestinal distress can be the cause or product of anxiety, stress, or depression based on research. Scientists would say it very fancy like this: proper nutritional patterns help regulate neurotransmitters and assist in the betterment of brain functioning, offering protection from the maintenance of mental illness. What does that mean to us? Food matters. Over the past decade, like we've seen, the gut microbiota, or the intestines, right? That's where the gut really is. It's the intestines, has been linked to being part of the gut-brain connection. Mental health can be promoted through dietary changes, such as increasing omega-3 fatty acids, through certain amino acids, aka the building blocks of proteins, amino acids like tryptophan, and gut healing foods like raw sauerkraut, bone broth, and probiotics, especially fruits and vegetables, as shown here. There is a huge body of research on the link between the amino acid tryptophan and mental health. There's a lot of it, and I would love to be able to dig into it. But if that's not something you guys want to hear about, then I'm want to make sure that I'm on point with what you are interested in learning more about. If you are interested in learning more about how tryptophan, the specific amino acid, actually can help to improve the mental health, the state of your mental health, then let me know in the comments below. I'll put that together. I'd love to share more information. So let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. We have to talk about sleep. Sleep is critical. Getting enough sleep is a key component to improving mental health. And in a recently published study in JAMA Psychiatry, shifting your sleep schedule back just 1 hour, that is going to bed 1 hour earlier and waking up 1 hour earlier, corresponded to a 23% lower risk of depression. Lack of sleep has been linked to anxiety and depression. In a recent study, it was found that the connection between earlier sleep timing and lower risk of depression, it might have to do with the circadian rhythm and early risers getting more light exposure throughout their waking hours. Interestingly, even if the lack of a commute to either work or school during this virtual everything era has given you more time to sleep, it may still be a boon to your mental health to wake up at what you would have been waking up at your typical hour. And the extra time will help you prioritize self-care in the morning, allowing more time for you to meditate, have a cup of tea, just really maybe journal in the morning, doing something to where you're focusing on yourself, you're at peace, you're not waking up, hitting the alarm clock, rushing out of bed, really being able to ease your way in as well is a huge contributor to overall health. So some tips for better sleep: make a schedule for your sleep and do as best as you can to stick to it. I know that's easier said than done. Been there, done that. But sticking to it has been shown in the studies to be where the magic lies. Trying to go to bed, like we said, 1 hour earlier, waking up 1 hour earlier, journaling before bed, practicing that gratitude we spoke about, putting it on paper, listening to something, soundscape, spa music. My mom likes the rain and the water, whatever it is. Listen to something that's going to relax you and help to transition you from the busyness and hectic day to winding down. And then another bonus tip is try not to, and I have been guilty of this, and I'm gonna definitely have to work on this as well with all of you, but we're all gonna have to work on not sleeping with our phones by our nightstand. It is, even if you turn off the notifications, there's still so much happening, there's so much activity in the phone that we want to keep that away from where we're trying to get all the brain waves happening. So try that as well. And a bonus, because we are pet people in this house and we have 2 dogs. One of them is here, Jackson, in the picture. So studies show that eye contact with your dog can release a hormone that makes you feel happy. This hormone is called oxytocin and is sometimes called the love hormone. It provides an immediate mood booster. I mean, he's not even here with me. I'm just looking at his picture and I'm like, oh, I love him so much. So if you have a pet, cherish time with your pet, spend time with your pet, give him awkward eye contact. And if you don't, maybe consider or find a friend that has a pet that would let you pet sit or walk the dog for them or something. But there's a lot of benefit for your overall health and for your mood for surrounding yourself with pets and animals. So specifically with your dog. All right. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you found tons of value, something that you can take away today and say, listen, she mentioned this and I'm going to start this today, or that was a good tip. I've been thinking about doing that. Start. If you don't know where to start, if you don't know what to do, leave me a comment. get back to every comment that I receive, give you more tips, resources, as always, all of the resources, and there are quite a few articles and journals that I found in my research will all be linked in the description box below. I want to give you the best information, the most relevant information, to be able to apply it to your life and to help you improve your health, and maybe share it with somebody that you know is thinking of trying to make these changes as well. So make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe. I don't want you to miss any of the news updates or any of the fun stuff that we're going to be doing here on the channel. And I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.